Genesis 6. Genesis 6 verse 1. And after a time, when men were increasing on the earth, and had daughters. Genesis 6 verse 2. The sons of God saw that the daughters of men were fair, and they took wives for themselves from those who were pleasing to them. Genesis 6 verse 3. And the Lord said, My spirit will not be in man forever, for he is only flesh. So the days of his life will be 120 years. Genesis 6 verse 4. There were men of great strength and size on the earth in those days. And after that, when the sons of God had connection with the daughters of men, they gave birth to children. These were the great men of old days, the men of great name. Genesis 6 verse 5. And the Lord saw that the sin of man was great on the earth, and that all the thoughts of his heart were evil. Genesis 6 verse 6. And the Lord had sorrow because he had made man on the earth, and grief was in his heart. Genesis 6 verse 7. And the Lord said, I will take away man, whom I have made, from the face of the earth, even man and beast and that which goes on the earth and every bird of the air. For I have sorrow for having made them. Genesis 6 verse 8. But Noah had grace in the eyes of God. Genesis 6 verse 9. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was an upright man and without sin in his generation. He went in the ways of God. Genesis 6 verse 10. And Noah had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Genesis 6 verse 11. And the earth was evil in God's eyes and full of violent ways. Genesis 6 verse 12. And God, looking on the earth, saw that it was evil, for the way of all flesh had become evil on the earth. Genesis 6 verse 13. And God said to Noah, The end of all flesh has come. The earth is full of their violent doings, and now I will put an end to them with the earth. Genesis 6 verse 14. Make for yourself an ark of gopher wood with rooms in it, and make it safe from the water inside and out. Genesis 6 verse 15. And this is the way you are to make it. It is to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Genesis 6 verse 16. You are to put a window in the ark, a cubit from the roof, and a door in the side of it, and you are to make it with a lower and second and third floors. Genesis 6 verse 17. For truly, I will send a great flow of waters over the earth, for the destruction from under the heaven of all flesh, in which is the breath of life. Everything on the earth will come to an end. Genesis 6 verse 18. But with you I will make an agreement, and you will come into the ark, you and your sons and your wife and your sons' wives with you. Genesis 6 verse 19. And you will take with you into the ark 2 of every sort of living thing, and keep them safe with you. They will be male and female. Genesis 6 verse 22. Of every sort of bird and cattle, and of every sort of living thing which goes on the earth will you take with you to keep them from destruction. Genesis 6 verse 21. And make a store of every sort of food for yourself and them. Genesis 6 verse 22. And all these things Noah did, as God said, so he did.